Anytime you don't know what lies around the corner, there's stress or anxiety. And I think human nature being what it is, we want some certainty in terms of what tomorrow's going to look like. And we want to be in control of what tomorrow's going to look like. For the last 15 or 20 years specifically, I've been in the financial printing business, and we print documents for companies doing deals on Wall Street, whether they're going public or doing a bond offering or whatever it might be. There's a whole process that documentation has to go through, and we're an integral part of that transaction. A lot of our business is driven by Wall Street activity, and I don't have to tell this crowd that the last 12 months has been very tough. It took us a couple of months to really begin to get our hands around what the impact was going to be. As we moved through the summer into the fall last year, it became pretty obvious pretty quickly that it was going to be a dramatic impact. And we began to go through various steps to restructure the company, given the market conditions that we were being faced with at the time. And we couldn't make those changes rapidly enough. And that's when we ended up trying to raise some outside capital, not being successful at that, and ended up selling the company. And you know, sitting in the seat that I sat in, we had about 200 employees, had offices in New York and London, and you feel a great deal of responsibility for each of those families. It was tough, and it was really stressful, and there were, you know, lots of times along the way where I didn't quite know how we were going to make it through the next couple of weeks. You just want to throw up your hands and say, you know, why is this happening to me? And show me the answer, and show me the plan, and let me know it's going to be okay, and let me know it's not going to be any tougher than it is right now. But, you know, that's not there. When you go through a period like this, it gives you an opportunity to step back a little bit and look at your life. And, you know, the thing that I guess I've begun to realize more and more is, as we work so hard, as I've worked so hard for the last 10 to 15 years, I have probably allowed the priorities of my life to get unbalanced. As you get so wrapped up in pursuing your career and pursuing various goals and objectives you have in that aspect of your life, to really let your priorities get shifted around and let them get unbalanced, and really begin to think that your career is your life. And your career is not your life. It's simply a small part of your life. You know, you don't always know what plan God has for you and how it's going to play out, but there is a plan out there, and He's in control. And you just have to wake up every morning. You've got to do the best you can do with the cards that are dealt with you. You've got to realize that, you know, dealing with what life throws at you is part of what life is, and it's a big part of what life is. And I think, you know, oftentimes we want life to be this, you know, frozen rope that's 45-degree angle, that's always pointed up, that doesn't have any bumps or twist or turn in the road, but that's not what life is. And you know, when you begin to appreciate that's not what life is, you begin to understand that dealing with the crap that life throws at you is part of dealing with life. So, you know, just when this stuff pops up, and it's going to pop up, you've got to realize that it's not just you. It's popping up everywhere, and it's part of the plan, and it's part of what we're meant to be and what we're meant to do. And you just gotta keep plowing through this stuff.